A happy and warm welcome to you. You are watching the Campus Life on UJTV. As we celebrate women this month, we'd love to showcase two books launched by our own Vice Chancellor, Prof. Letlokwa Mpedi. The first was released on the 10th of May, titled Mama, and celebrated motherhood. Let's see.
Public roles, their achievements in the economic, political and educational spheres are critically important, but so often the role of motherhood is overlooked. This critical role of rearing, molding and bringing up children, whether it's biological children, as we refer to biological motherhood, or social motherhood, the act of other women taking care of and bringing up other children within communities. So this book is a critically important book. It's a vitally important book. It's a collection of stories narrated by different authors, celebrating mothers in the most enduring way. And so we say it is a book, Foot for a Day, dedicated to mothers wherever they are and whoever they are. So I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to offer us his opening address.
Okay, today we just launched a book called Mama, edited by myself with contributions from UJ staff. It's divided into three parts. Part one is about the concept of motherhood, and the second part deals with tributes to mothers and mother figures, and the last part is last part covers letters and poems. This is really special. We felt that as a university, we should really celebrate our mothers, and we launched it today. As you know, Sunday is Mother's Day, and this is for all the mothers and mother figures out there. We say we love you and happy Mother's Day.
My name is Patwani Ligege from the Transformation Division, and today we are actually hosting a very special book launch. Of course, the book is titled Mama, that has actually been edited by the Vice Chancellor of the great university, University of Johannesburg. I want to say that today we actually had a great time celebrating mothers, from everywhere, diverse mothers from different spaces. And you know what? We actually came together to launch the book that is actually available on different platforms. Soon enough, we are going to be sharing with you where you can get the book. You can actually access the book by buying it, or perhaps even on open source. But we want to say that Happy Mother's Day, as we're celebrating as a university, and we want you to actually appreciate your mother, not just only today and only on Sunday, but throughout, because we know that mothers are important and play a very critical role. So I hope that you celebrate a wonderful special day with your mother on Sunday, and other mothers as well out there.
It was Oprah Winfrey who said, "Women of South Africa are some of the most powerful people on earth. Change what you believe is possible for yourself." Let's take a look at the Vice Chancellor's launch of the book entitled Woman.
The book is here, ladies and gentlemen, and it looks like this. Isn't it beautiful? Ladies and gentlemen, this book, we called it Women, and people were wondering why. We used this Women as an acronym for W standing for wise. The people who are celebrating this month, people we should celebrate every day, people we should celebrate every year as we do, but every second, every hour, every day of the week, We say they are wise. O stands for optimistic. M stands for motivating. They motivate us E stands for empowering, they empower us. Many of us are standing here today because of women. And N stands for nurturing, they nurture without fail. So that's why we call this book Women. There are many people who have qualified to contribute to this book. We thought if we waited for everyone to be available and ready, we won't have this book. This is just a start. We are scratching the surface, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to continue to build. We say to others, please join us in your own ways. Let's celebrate women every second, every hour, every day, every week, every month, and every year. And not just for posting, because people are good at doing things for posting. Who's watching me? Do it while we don't see you. Let's celebrate women, ladies and gentlemen.
I am really humbled by the warm welcome. And it is really my prayer that I leave an indelible mark in this portfolio, because I realize that a lot could have been done, and there's a lot that still needs to be done. But I'm really glad that we're here celebrating women, because I'm a woman, yes. You know, and I'm an African woman, and we know that African women have so many barriers. You know, we've got skin color, and then we've got all the other barriers that come with being a woman. But I think what I want to urge all women is, please don't forget about the girl child. Our girl child is in a lot of trouble. I recently read a Daily Maverick article that said since April 2024, I think 4,000 school children aged between 10 and 19 years old in the Eastern Cape have fallen pregnant. And it's very important that we don't forget the girl child. Even in this day and age, there are families that still prefer to take a boy child to school and not a girl child, because a girl child is seen as, you know, she has to be at home, grandparents and the like. So I want to appeal to all women. We really need to hold each other's hands. We must never forget who we are and what we're capable of doing. And let's encourage other women to get educated. You know, studies have shown that educated women make better choices about their lifestyles, their bodies, about who they want to be. I'm here because I'm educated. Yes. You know, I will not lie. Education has set me apart, you know. And I must tell you, when I got my PhD in 2011 from the Mercantile Law Department at Stellenbosch University, an announcement was made that I'm the first African woman to actually get the PhD in that particular, field. Imagine in 2011. But before you clap, my heart sunk, because I realized that, not many of us had actually gone that route. And it dawned on me that it was up to me to ensure that there were others after me. And I must say there have been others after me, but we need to do more. We need to do more. We need to encourage other women to also get educated, because they'll be able to make better choices. I mean, I want to say this. Studies have shown that if you're educated, you're able to take your children to be inoculated, to be immunized. And when you are not educated, you're not aware of those things. And you make better lifestyle choices about whether you want to have a child or not. And so education plays a very vital role. So it's very important that we always remember that we are servants first. And yes, we are leaders to some extent, but let's be servant leaders, who don't make other people feel small. And we're always humble and mindful of the fact that the offices we hold are not permanent. I'm not going to leave forever. And it's just my wish that I will leave an indelible mark, as I said, and somebody else will come and even do better. And hopefully to be a woman, a woman just like me, So I want to celebrate you all, and thank you so much for this opportunity. It is so, how can I say, inspiring to be amongst all of you.
One of the enduring memories I hold dear came from a dying friend who wrote to me when my book, Poli Poli, was published in 2021. He said in his last letter to me, "Writers write because they want praise. They must be praised extravagantly because that is why they write." So I praise you for your book. And once more, I'd like to praise the authors for this wonderful book, Women. I dare say that the reason for this book are much more highly motivated. It's not only for praise. They are meant to improve the plight of women specifically, to give more understanding of women's acuity for sustaining the continuity of life itself, and much more. And so, we raise our voices in praise of this anthology, in praise of women here in our country, on our continent, and everywhere in all the seasons of our lives. The Chancellor of our university, Dr. Mlambo Ngcuka, has said it all in her reflection on the August 9, 1956 march to the Union buildings. I quote, "Through the telling of these stories, we are called to challenge the status quo that has prevailed for too long." For too long also, it is women alone who have agitated for their own emancipation. It is still a remarkable phenomenon that there are a few men who have established main groups to discuss their own culpability in the parlous condition of women in our country. Professor Mpedi has established a vibrant men's group at the university, and no doubt this anthology also speaks to the necessity for men to engage in the raging discourse and action to make our country whole again. One of the first steps must be to restore the dignity of the women of our country. Thank you.
And with that, it's time to say goodbye. We will see you next time on the next episode. I want to see how that looks. Wait.